Hello, my name is Susan Nix. This is a training on interviewing witnesses. This presentation is based on my professional experience serving on the Title IX committee at the university level. It will not be an exhaustive research-supported presentation, but will serve as evidence of my skills in creating and presenting information regarding the interviewing of witnesses in the allegation of a sexual nature on campus. 4 points will guide this presentation and are based on my interview experiences at a university campus. First, preparation for the interview is critical to the smooth transition throughout the interview process. Second, initial contact with the witness or witnesses assures attendance in a mutually agreed location at a specific time. Third, interview processes with a team member are specific and serve as a benefit to the accuracy of the interview conducted. And fourth, follow-up immediately after the interview should occur when memories are freshest for the interviewers. Starting with preparation. Upon notification from the Title IX officer on campus and paired with a staff member of the university, we would meet to begin with preparation for the interview of witnesses in our assigned situation. Notably, committee members rotate so that as Title IX aggressions occur, the task of conducting interviews is not assigned to the same interviewers repeatedly. There are multiple benefits to working with a partner. First, it helps with the planning aspect so that nothing is forgotten and encourages thoroughness and less ambiguity in the interview processes. Second, it offers another perspective, someone to listen even more closely as questions are asked. And third, having an interview partner protects both the interviewers and witnesses from interview biases. Preparation also includes all aspects of the interview process, from location to ensure ease of access and to provide confidentiality, and comfort, including furniture placement and even room temperature. Everything matters in order to make the witness feel comfortable in sharing a situation that may have been decidedly uncomfortable. On a side note, it doesn't hurt to have a box of Kleenex available in case the witness becomes emotional. Questions are planned in advance and should include which interviewer will ask them and in what order. Questions should answer the who, what, where, when, how, and why as much as possible. Important to this advanced planning is that questions are open-ended. Too often, simple yes-no questions come to mind most immediately. But in this type of interview, that kind of question would not facilitate the discovery of as much information to provide a clear view of the situation that occurred. Maintaining consistency across multiple witness interviews should also be planned for, but may vary to some degree based on who the witness is and how much they know about the situation. Often questions are asked and then with probing, additional information is accessed and provided, altering the questioning strategies because of the particular witness. For example, when a witness is describing an assault, it can be an emotional memory, but the interviewers need to be creating an understanding of the account, like a video playing in the mind, and then clarify with additional questions. This helps describe the details of an assault more clearly. If the description provided by the witness does not create those clear mental images, chances are that additional questioning is needed. Deciding who will make the initial contact is important too. Once the meeting preparation is completed and the contact is made, the interviewers are ready to go. It is important to remember that novice interviewers will learn how to prepare and conduct interviews with more confidence over time. Initial contact. As was said previously, during the preparation meeting, we will have decided who would make the call to the witness to arrange the interview. Important to that contact is making sure the witness has enough time to talk and won't feel rushed. On the university campus, witnesses are typically full-time students and interviews often need to be scheduled around class time. Therefore, interviewers need to also carve out that time dedicated to the interview process so that it can be conducted with fidelity and without feeling rushed. In this way, the witnesses gain a clear sense of the importance of what they have to say based on their awareness of the dedicated time to meet with them individually. Now about the interview. Important to the interview is punctuality by the interviewers. We don't have complete control of the witness's arrival, but hope they're on time. A contact number would be called if the person did not show up. However, as the interviewers, it is important that we are on time and prepared for the interview process. The witness would be welcomed into the location, typically an office on campus, and we would introduce ourselves stating the purpose of the meeting. An explanation about how the meeting will be conducted is given. For example, that I would be taking notes to make sure that I captured what was said accurately, and I would be able to repeat the information back to that person to verify my perceptions of what was said. The greeting might sound like this. Good afternoon. We are so glad you are here to visit with us about what happened recently. My name is Dr. Susan Nix, and my team member is Mr. Toms. Our purpose is to ask you a few questions and take some notes so that we can record what happened recently. As we talk, both of us will ask questions and take notes, but those notes will be verified with you to make sure that what we think we hear from you is accurate from your perspective. Are you comfortable? Would you like a bottle of water? This will take as long as you need it to take. Where would you like to start? Notice that in the welcome, no specific leading information is provided. It is important that the details of the reported incident are provided by the witness. The tone of the interview can and should be empathetic, using correct terminology of situations without discomfort. It is not easy to do this, but can be done skillfully. Critical to the witness is confidentiality during the interview. Only those on campus with a need to know, typically the Title IX office and campus police, would receive this information. Neither interviewer would discuss the situation outside this parameter. Again, questions would be asked to ascertain the who, what, where, when, why, and how of the situation. Active listening is critical to accurately capturing information from the witness. With two interviewers and with good note-taking skills, information is more likely to be captured completely. By having a partner ask questions, it is less likely that opportunities to probe within responses is missed. Repeating what was discussed simultaneous to the interview would facilitate understanding. For an example, an interviewer might say, "So let me clarify for a minute. When you said he piggybacked through the dorm door, what does that mean? You said you were told about the potential for this happening when you met the first week of the semester with the RA." The final question would be to ask the witness if he or she had questions to ask of us as interviewers. We would also provide our contact information to the witness in case he or she needed to add to the information. Interestingly, I only ever had one person who contacted me after the original interview. Also, we would remind the witness that this conversation is confidential, not to be shared with the general university population by them or us. Follow-up. Once the interview is over and the witness leaves the room, my partner and I would discuss our perception of the interview responses to verify accuracy, taking each item point by point. Even if notes were taken by hand and scripted on paper, they would be transcribed at this time onto a computer document. This protects against the difficulties of reading a variety of handwriting styles. Also, it is important to realize that multiple interviews may be necessary with more than one witness before the full collection of information is completed. This process helps with making sure the final report for the Title IX office contains all the appropriate information: beginning and ending times, location of meeting, and responses to questions, keeping in mind that there is always a possibility that this document would also serve in court as evidence of a situation that had occurred on campus. The more accurate and thorough this document is, the better it represents the reality of the situation to each person questioned. The importance of continuous training has to be stressed here as well. Interview skills typically do not occur naturally. Specific training assures the fluency with which interviews occur, and in doing so facilitates the accuracy of the information collected. In my training, I heard so many phrases that I could lift and use over time as appropriate. It takes time to build that repertoire of interview questions and rapport with witnesses. Experience serves as the best application for that success. As a reminder, 4 points were covered in this presentation and were based on my interview experiences at a university campus. 1. Preparation for the interview is critical to the smooth transition throughout the actual interview. 2. Initial contact with the witness or witnesses is planned and assures attendance in a mutually agreed location at a specific time. 3. Interview processes with a team member are specific and serve as a benefit to the accuracy of the interview conducted. And finally, 4. Follow up immediately after the interview when memories are freshest captures the information most thoroughly. Thank you for your attention to this non-scientific but hopefully helpful presentation about questioning witnesses based on my experiences on the university campus.